welcome back to yet another episode of the Adulting Podcast, the podcast you didn't know you needed. I'm your host, Palesas Puramaluda, Waga God. And who's God? Jesus is a God. Before we go anywhere, I just want to say shout out to the COTTONFEST EXCHANGE for, giving us a cute home, you know what I'm saying? And of course, my production team, the powerhouse that made it happen. I'd like to say shout out to them. If you need their services, they provide all production services from editing, content creation, digital marketing. Hit them up. Information is in the description. Rishabu on. So there's someone I'm with today. Hagitu Rilamwiti or what? But kita mo introduce niya. Kila for the details niya. So he's a graphic designer, photographer, videographer, stylist. Anything I missed?
You keep saying fashionista, so I mean, put that in the mix. Why not?
Fashionista. He's a fashionista.
Why not? Creative director. Let's put that in there. Soon to be. Sorry.
Creative director, and you studied design.
Yeah. I studied graphic design.
Design.
At UJ.
Okay.
Inside. Rep UJ. It was great, man. I mean.
The high school down the road. Anyway.
You vitties, man.
Edge.
I just completed my BA in graphic design. Currently studying my honors in graphic design. So I guess I'm enjoying it. So snaps.
Is that like, what was the reason?
For honors?
Like, is it to how apply or honors, or you just were like, I want to continue studying this?
I think it was a bit of both. I did want to have that paper of like, in my family, I'm like one of the few people that actually went through to honors, because a lot of people stopped at a BA or bachelor's. So then, and also I think my dream job requires for me to have an honors. I feel like I'd have the edge in my dream job. I'd have that edge. When they're looking through everybody that's applying, it'll be like, Lindwana, he's got an honors. So it's like, and then the portfolio is coming with a little science. Why not?
What is your dream job? If you wanna tell us.
I don't wanna tell, but I will say that the one person I do wanna work for in terms of graphic design is a designer called Wade Munsami. If you guys search him up. Search that bro up. He's the GOAT. And actually, now I'm going to say it. He owns a design agency called Backroads. So they are a design agency that just do like design work for different brands like Nike, the DN, I think it was the DN8 event, the earlier one, the one that was in Santon. They did the marketing, the branding for My boy. Come on, bro. Wait. Hit me up, please.
Wait, we want you.
Sorry. But yeah, I think that's right now, in the next 2 years, I'd like to be working there. It's a very good space to start off as I feel as a designer, graphic designer specifically. So, yeah.
Before we go further, give me the question. Guys, interesting fact. Litha and I went to the same high school.
Yay! Mondio High!
Rapping Mondio High.
Come on! South Bruce, bro.
Not everyone, but most people from Mondio are superstars.
Bro, I was talking to my friends and I was like, dog, anybody that's, even the South though, we have to say the South as a whole,
Let's say Mondio.
Fine. Yeah, there's a lot of people, bro. Even the people that were in our grade, your grade, there's some fire photographers from there. I was 6 Joe.
Sorry, because I'm like,
Sick Joe was there. Nico's everywhere. That is the dawn right there, bro. So there's a lot of people who are actually making waves in the creative industry, especially now. You're seeing it. So rep Mondio High. I'm up next. But Litha's also in the mix. Yes. She's also doing her thing.
We're coming up. And I think
we'll
for me
get there.
It's beautiful to see. It's like, I know Litha. We didn't talk in high school, but it's fine. But I know Litha.
I remember a couple times where we talked.
About what, Matt?
You think Matt was not in the same grade as you?
You were literally such a quiet person. You don't want to talk to anyone.
You can ask
and now, but 3/4, guys.
I still do. I could stand up right now. I still wear 3/4 till this day. I rip that. It's my statement. I love cuts, bro. Cuts are the most important thing in a fit, bro. Cuts.
Nice and
You
stuff.
see,
Nice and stuff. Anyway, I want to find out now, what is the importance, what would you say as a graphic designer is the importance of graphic designing in the entertainment industry?
okay, so the entertainment industry is very broad, but I will say the most important thing, I guess, is the marketing, bro. Like, we do the visuals. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're seeing anyway. This basketball court at the back, you design that. You know, it's to make what you're trying to get out there to the people more appealing. If you're an artist, a musician, and you're doing an album, you want people to, when they're scrolling on, like, let's say you just dropped, when they're scrolling, people are going to see your cover. They're going to see your cover first. You know what I'm saying?
They don't like the cover.
Exactly. And then when people go into the cover, they're like, I love this cover. Shut up, player. Sponsor me. Anyway, it's a thing of like, even the people who eventually go into that album, right? They're going to listen to it and be like, wow, this nigga's so dope. This is so amazing. And the cover's sickening. Then they go to your profile. Then they see the campaign you've done for the rollout of your cover. People are going to interact with that, repost that, and be like, this is a fire cover. Through that first cover that you made, you got, exactly, you know what I'm saying? With COTTONFEST, they're marketing the yellow. You see it when you see this yellow, I don't know if you can see the COTTONFEST, you can't see it, but you guys know the COTTONFEST yellow. Yeah. You know that yellow stands for cotton. That's marketing done. When people see this, they know what it is. So.
You know, you actually reminded me of someone. No,
hey,
not reminded me of someone.
stop,
I was having a conversation with someone there. He's like fashion designer, right? And I didn't know these things were important, but he was talking about like with logo, like things like that, logo, color. These things are specific. You can't just take a color and
you can't.
You can't just. There's apparently like psychological.
There's a psychological meaning behind every color. You can't put yellow when you're advertising a, what can I say? Old Mutual insurance. Why are you putting a poppy yellow? This is something. The green is security. It's security. We're securing your money. You know what I'm saying? We're preparing you for the future. We're nurturing your future. So that's where the green comes from. You know what I'm saying? So things like that are very important. And there are things that normal people don't really get. They only get, like you, sorry to say. Normal people don't really get that. They just...
And it's
y'all just notice afterwards, after you've bought the thing, that like, oh my God.
We don't even think. We're just like, oh, cute, bye. Okay, let's go.
Think about Red Bull. Okay. Red Bull has that silver and blue. Silver and blue is energetic colors, and it has that red that pops. It's something that's like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And it's Red Bull. It gives you wings, so you're gonna be like, that's already marketing done. I'm selling you a dream, basically. So I feel like that's where the graphic designers come in. That's where the creative directors come in, so that we know how to persuade people into buying a product. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the graphic design part of things.
I didn't know what it was.
What?
But is the selling point?
What
purpose
is?
selling? I don't know. Like it's a term used in. Okay.
It could be selling point.
It's selling point. I think it makes sense. But I want to ask: would you say, like, let's say there's another person that's coming up and it also wants to do graphic designing and is interested in marketing, you know, would you say would you advise for them to study for it or kind of just throw themselves in it and try and do it practically?
I think even though you can do it, like I've seen a couple of people who winged it, you know what I'm saying, who they didn't actually go to school, they didn't study, but they ended up becoming the person that they became. But then there's some people, or some things actually, there's some things that you learn at school that actually teach you the business side of graphic design. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you'd have to go through trial and error, through bad business deals, through bad quotes, through, you know, bad things that take away from your talent. Like, if you know how to sketch, you know how to draw, you know how to use Illustrator, you have the talent. You know what I'm saying? But now you need to know the business side of things so you don't get exploited. You don't get, people don't just use you for your talent. So going to school I think that's where I would suggest that people go to school. You know what I'm saying? Get your honors, get your masters. You go to school so that you can learn these side of things and try to like fast forward past the trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Of like bad business deals.
Avoid things that you can.
You know what I'm saying?
You can go to school and have the means to.
You go, bro. But yeah, I think both ways work. But at some point, usually the people who don't go to school or don't finish school are going to end up going back to school. Because no matter how good you are with some things, and a lot of things are special cases, kitty special case, where you will go to a certain point and then you'll stay there because you don't have an education.
You don't have that extra.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So both ways, bro. If you think that you're good enough to actually like just wing it on your own without school, do it, bro. Like go for it. The creative industry will put you in so many things you won't even know what's going to happen. So I think you can do that. But then school is like that add-on. You know what I'm saying? The edge, bro. Where you get paid every month, Joe, and then you still do that side hustle that you still wanted to do. So yeah, I think that's my perspective of it.
So I want to know what drives you as a creative now. I was very interested in who's Litha like as a creative, because we met at Swang this year, and I was like,
after a
after 19 years,
long time of not seeing each other. That's crazy.
$1 billion years, but we've never really used to see each other, bro. So
Yeah, but I mean, we followed each other on socials, and I was like, damn, girl, doing her thing. She's a Vitsy, she's in the dramatic arts and all of it. So that I was like, okay, I see you.
But I think I was interested. Firstly, your outfits. I think you should really. Can I just say this now before we move forward? Really fight for this fashion thing and the stylist thing. Like there's a thing there. There's something. And I'm not the only one that sees it. But anyway, I was really interested in your outfit, and then we had a conversation because I think for me the biggest thing, I don't just want to meet someone and then it's like, okay, shop, and then what? Like,
True, sir.
that's why I think I asked what do you do?
What do you
I
do?
always
What
ask
you
it-
up to?
I always ask because you could be my potential like future business partner.
Could never know.
We could
Never know.
collaborate on a project. So I always, especially with events like in prom, there's
Yeah.
So I was like, very interesting. So I want to know what drives you as a creative.
Oh man, there's a lot of things. I think the start is, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to struggle like the way I'm struggling right now. I don't want to be at a point where I only have 50 rand in my account. I don't want to be at
least only 50.
50 gig.
Zero.
Hey dog, this thing is 25 rand. You have
50 zero when you compare. Okay.
Let me continue.
Okay, continue.
So I think the first thing is genuinely just really wanting to make it. And I feel like a lot of people that inspire me always kind of like shy away from, I wanted to make it. Like I just genuinely want to make it. And I feel like, I'm honestly, that's the first thing. I don't want to be broke. I genuinely want to make it. And I feel like my ideas, my opinion, it matters. It needs to be out there. It can't just stay with me in a 9-to-5 job that I don't even, you know what I'm saying? That is not me. I've recognized that from jump, that I'm a creative, and all the things that I think about, all the things that I want to do should be out there. They shouldn't be closed in my room. You know what I'm saying? So I think that predominantly is it. That's the number one. And obviously making people like my mom proud. My family proud. Yeah, not just doing it in jail, but then they must be able to be like, yo, mnanam bra, like mnanam uyongi now, tati pictures, use TV-ni, mnanam yonki ndawo. Sijaja fundini. Ikyani funeka ithethe isiXhosa, funeka abantu bayazi. But yeah, honestly, I think that those are the two main things. I really just feel like I am built for this. I want this. So why not just gun for it as much as I can? If I fail in the future, which I don't see, it's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely. If I do, like, quote me. If I fail, I failed. That's my bad.
But you tried. You
I tried. You know what I'm saying, and that's okay. But I don't see that in me. You know what I'm saying. And I am a humble guy, but sometimes you just sometimes you just have to.
Actually, like, think about it. I was like, I know. Like, sometimes you need to say, I know.
Yeah, bro.
I see myself there, and that's the fact of the matter.
So yeah.
Just those two. Okay.
Just those two, pretty much.
I want to know, what impact does videography and photography have on the culture?
Boy, it's everything. The reason why I'm saying it's everything, it's documenting. You're documenting culture. You know what I'm saying? You would not know about culture if it was not documented. You understand what I'm saying? So I think photography, videography, you're documenting culture, you're documenting ideas, you're documenting everything, bro.
Even
you know what I'm saying?
Growing, like,
till the end, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is documentation. This is something's being taken. This is a document that will be like, oh, somebody out there who has not made it yet, like me, is going to look at me and be like, there's people out there who are actually pushing. You know what I'm saying? Who are actually trying to get to some point as well. So I feel like documenting, and also like it helps with really just like advising people. You know what I'm saying? When people see something that you're doing, they get inspired, they get advised. They're like, okay, maybe I should look at it like this. Like all I used to watch in high school going into varsity was podcasts, like, and podcasts were popping, and it was podcasts with creative guys. You know what I'm saying? Original Kapstad Pansula from Cape Town. There was a lot of people, bro. There was a lot of people I used to watch, and those were the things where I was like, okay, if I want to do this, I need to move like this. I need to try. I'm taking building. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I need to try building with this kind of person. I need to try doing this. I should not stay inside. I should always be outside. You know what I'm saying? So I can get documented myself, and people will be like, who's this guy? I've seen you before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I'm always outside. And that's what people who got documented taught me. You know what I'm saying? So I think the photography, videography, that's what it does. You know, if we're talking about original Kapstad Pansula, the Broke Boys, I saw their stuff on like a sponsored. You see on Instagram, the reels, when you scroll, it shows the sponsored. When it showed the sponsored, I was like, ooh, this is broke. What the hell is this? This B. Went in there, oh, it's ran by this nigga, went to this nigga. Then I saw, oh, he has an interview out. Oh, okay, let me go watch his interview. And then I got to know, you know what I'm saying? And that's all by him taking pictures of his clothes, posting it on his website, posting it on his IG, it pops up on mine, and then I know everything. I know how he started his company. I know what he did to get to where he wanted to go.
And it inspires you in turn.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what videography and and also legacy. Forgot about that. We're in a COTTONFEST space. There's so many pictures of Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if this guy, this icon, passed away and there was no videos, there was no pictures, there was no evidence of his excellence, or you know what I'm saying? So legacy as well. You keep it in legacy. When people pass away, you want to be able to hear, to see, to remember what they sounded like.
See, remember.
Exactly.
Wangzara.
Hey, I'm just not a look and a face, bro. Come on, bro.
Okay, so I want to know, what has marketing taught you as an individual? As Litha,
ungantweni ubhela ukhobona ulanga uqontha uzondi. That's the one. Sorry, I got carried away there. Sorry about that. With marketing as a whole, I think marketing has told me, or I guess taught me that, I don't know if I can say this, but everything needs marketing. Like everything, every product, every service needs marketing. Otherwise,
without marketing, it can't happen.
It will not go anywhere. It will not it will not go anywhere. You can't live off of word of mouth anymore. You can't live off of like, except I have these jeans that I design. Could you like, I can show you at my crib, and then you try them on. Okay, this bro tries it on. Okay, sharp. And then it's going to stay in Soweto. It's going to stay in Joburg South. For you to market yourself, you're trying to get out of that bubble.
And reach
heights, reach places where you never thought you'd be able to reach. You know what I'm saying? Like, marketing it's a universal language, bro. Like, you genuinely need it. Like, for example, there's this company that I'm working with. They're from America, right? And they're from America, right? So, and they're like a Amapiano brand and all of that. And they were like, yo, bro, we need you to cook up something in South Africa about Amapiano. Cook up some documentary, cook up something, because we need that. Did they
know you prior to...
No.
No.
I'm outside. Be outside. I'm outside. I swear, I'm outside.
Wait. Okay.
Okay. Quick backstory, okay. Right? So a homie of mine invited me to party in Tanzania. He was a photographer there, right? So this was 31st. So he was shooting there. He was like, boy, pull up, let's have a good time. It's the 31st. I'm going to be shooting. You just have fun. I was like, yo, bro, can I shoot as well? Because I don't want to be bored. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, sure. Pull through, shoot whatever content you want. It's fine. Went to party in Tanzania. Vibes. So I'm on stage with the guys shooting video content because he was shooting photography. So I was like, okay, boy, you shoot your photography, I'm going to shoot video. So I'm shooting video of everyone. Shooting video. Yeah, I'm low-key pretending as well. I'm like, nah, I'm with the team. I'm with the Tanzania bros. Come on now.
Like,
bro, Tulani doesn't know who the hell I am. I don't know. He doesn't know who I am. None of the team. But I pulled up there. Shout out to my bro, Lule. He put me on. He was like,
put people
yeah,
on,
bro.
put people on.
So then we got there. I'm shooting. And then once I was on stage, this group of guys pull up, right? They pull up. They're also on stage. Don't know who these guys are. Sharp. I'm taking videos of, I forgot which DJ I was taking. It's fine. Take videos of her. Finish taking videos. I go outside. Take video of outside. Sharp. And then I'm taking videos of them, and they're like, yo, bro, we're from America. What? What do you do? I'm like, no, I'm a photographer, videographer, and all of that. They were like, dope. Do you want to exchange Instagrams? Instagram. So I was already starting to build my portfolio then. So last year I was trying to build my personal portfolio. This year I'm trying to build my company's one. So I showed them the stuff that I had. Artunio Media. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
If we do get to that, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So, they were like, yo, we like your stuff. Like, your stuff is tight. I mean, you don't have mad followers yet. But your work is actually, sharp. They were like, yo, let's go out for lunch. We'll meet up. We'll talk. We're in South Africa for like a week, and then we'll talk. They called me afterwards. They were like, yo.
But did you expect them to call?
No.
Okay.
So, of course, I didn't expect them to call. They called, they were like, yo, we're in Santon, pull up to Santon, we're going to go to News Cafe, we'll go to News Cafe, have a few drinks, chopping out about everything. These people have traveled the world, bro. They've traveled the world, they've traveled everywhere. I showed them my work. I kind of pitched to them. I was like, yo, I do this. Yeah, I did. Heavily so. Heavily.
Were you ready? Or you just winged?
I'm always ready, bro. I feel like because I know what I'm doing, I always know what I'm talking about. So I feel like people are like, okay, you have vision. You have vision, and you can show me something where you're
there's something to back it up.
You know what I'm saying? And then they were like, yo, we're going to work on some stuff. They had an event at Mama Shaga. I shot. Yeah, they had an event.
I'm like,
yeah, bro.
In America, I'm trying to be like,
bro, they had an event at Mama Shaga. Hey, dog. Askis, I'm looking down. I'm thinking.
Okay.
So then I shot for the event at Mama Shaga. Okay. Shot. Edit the pictures. I sent it to him. Did it for free. I was like, bro, I'll just pull up. Y'all guys are leaving tomorrow, so let me do it. Yeah. I edit the pictures. I sent it to him. They're like, damn, bro, this is tough. You're good. You're nice. You're nice and you're a cool bro, sharp. 3 months later, yo, bro, we need you to do something for us. We need a campaign, shoot something in SA, ASAP.
ASAP now.
I'm on it.
Let's go.
I'm on it. And yeah, and it's going pretty well. And hopefully when the campaign drops, y'all guys repost it, and y'all guys enjoy the content. But yeah, so.
It's going to be on Instagram only or YouTube or?
YouTube, Instagram, they do have TikTok. Asambe. That's what. Asambe NYC. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying like Asambe.
That's the name of their thingy, bro. These people are rocking piano in New York, my dude. Nice. Crazy guys. So, yeah. So marketing, bro. Marketing is everything. Nothing moves without marketing. Nothing moves.
Business owners, but also like you keep talking about being outside. Do you think like all these opportunities that you have, or most of them, do you think you would have gotten them if you weren't outside?
No, because I think a lot of the people, it's either I knew from high school, right? Because when you said I was quiet, like that's still in I was not quiet in high school.
The thing is, no, we didn't talk that
Yeah,
much.
Of course,
and,
but
like from what I observed, I'm like, gosh.
Quiet, chill guy. Just chill.
No,
hell no.
You are very chalant.
Yo, very chalant, straight. So it's either it was connections from people, high school people that I might have known or whatever, but most being outside and posting. Being outside and posting. I think I'm also getting into the routine of posting like 3 times every month. Hopefully at some point it gets to 5 times every month, then it gets to 10. Because ironically enough, I got told by Zeus Omega, right? Oh wait, no. I was pitching myself.
My shoulders.
So there was a time at Zone 6, I went to Zone 6 with my other bro, and Zeus was there with the Rap Academy bros. And I'm like, dog, Zeus is right here, bro. Like, Zeus is right here. He's like, bro, like, just go talk to him. If he says no, if he says whatever the thing is, I'm like, okay, nah. Go to him. I'm like, yo, bro, sorry, I just want 2 seconds. I'm Litha, I'm a graphic designer, I'm a photographer as well, videographer. Here's my stuff. Anything you need, anything you'd want, I'm here free of charge. No nicho. He goes through my stuff, he's like, dope, that's tough. But get to 100 followers, 100 posts, and then we'll talk. We'll talk after 100 posts. And then I was like, what do you mean by that? And then I went home. Obviously, I was like, ego hurt. This was earlier this year, in like Jan or something, right? And I went home and I'm like, okay, this guy is telling me I must get to 100 posts. Let me go to his page. This bro has 1,000 posts. 1,000.
How many posts at this point?
Well, I probably had like 30-something posts, 20-something posts, bro. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think what he was trying to cook was, with consistency will come everything. People will notice you with the consistency. If you can just post more frequently, and I mean, I was trying to post frequently. I was still doing, okay, at least let me get like 1 post a month. Let me do a shoot a month. Now it's, that's crazy, right? I was like, nah, none of that. So I was like, yo, let's go now, 3 shoots a month. We're posting. Everybody I'm working with.
Hey, you are very active now. Guys, it's every day.
Carry. Bro, everybody I work with knows that, except we're collaborating. I breed with collaboration, bro. I love collaborating.
No, because like the 3 C's, the Adulting Podcast stands for, I don't know if you guys know, but yeah. So we stand on community, culture, and creative. And obviously collaboration is very important because you can't do anything alone if you want to have a community, if you are creative, if you want to move the culture forward. So that's...
For real, bro. Like, I think, I'm sorry, I forgot. Okay. I forgot the question. I did forget the question.
It was, we moved from marketing
to... I forgot the question. But yeah, I guess, you said, would I be anywhere or would I be somewhere without was it connections? I forgot. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yes,
Being outside.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think yeah, the consistency in posting and being outside, being at every event, trying to be at every event, trying to network every time I'm outside, so that I'm just not outside to have fun.
For the sake of.
You know what I'm saying? I think me being in the creative industry and also the entertainment industry, you have to learn that at some point you have to stop going outside just for fun. You know what I'm saying? You have to go outside, yes, have fun, but have fun after you've connected with people, after you've received contacts, after you've networked. You know what I'm saying? Even just speak. You just need to speak to someone. Let that person remember you off of the conversation you had. I don't know how Instagram works. The algorithm is messed up. That person will pop up on your feed.
Bro, aside, how can the people that I meet, I'm like, maybe how
I'm telling you.
and they swap.
Exactly. That person will pop up on your feed. He'll be like, that's the dude.
And then they
double
follow
tap,
you, and
then they follow. And then it's... So, those two. Be outside and connect, bro. Like, yeah. Post. Connect. Post. Be on your phone. Be on your phone.
Nice. I second that, because I think Misham, who's this? I don't know if you know him, self-made, she's
My is
the one. He's like, when are you? Don't practice.
Don't pratonyalas.
Nina, every event, especially the one, no more parties. Sana, everyone I meet, I'm like, what do you do?
What do you do? What you
like,
up to?
how are you? Like, what are you doing in the industry? Like, you know, and then I'm like, oh, you know, now I'm like, okay, graphic design, Litha, no. You need a network. Even if we're not talking about having a project now,
but it's just...
I have it at the back of my head.
Yeah, and I think people also gravitate towards personality. Like, they really, really do gravitate towards personality. And I think a couple of people that I've met and interacted with have gravitated towards, even though we did not talk about what I do, work, nothing. Yo, you fly, bro. You look good. And then conversation will pop out of nowhere. Oh, that jacket you got from where? Oh, that's tough. You know, the personality of being able to communicate with someone and like just being a nice person is like something that could lead to something you don't even know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just being genuinely just a nice person that is not approachable, open, and not trying to queer somebody when they come to you and being like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate it. You know, say thank you, say please, say all of that. The nice things in life. Please and thank you.
Shout out. Okay, on that note, I don't know, does your fashion sense exist or dictate your visual work?
Hell yes.
Heavily,
Hell yes. And I think that's something I'm trying to get out of and I'm learning to get out of. Because now I would be limiting my vision to what I like. And that's something you can't do if you want to be everywhere. You have to know how to communicate with everyone, not just what you like, you know what I'm saying? And I've slowly started to get when you are pitching to a client. You need to be like, yo, if I had to work with a brand as big as New Balance, right? I could be able to do this for you. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm pitching to Nike, you know, or Converse, I could give them that proof of concept that you're talking about. They're like, this is a campaign I could do for you. You know what I'm saying? Because as somebody who's still in varsity and I'm young as well, like I'm not established in the...
Nigga,
like,
you know,
calm
like 15,
down. Calm down. I'm still young. I'm still very youthful.
Okay.
I'm still young, Chomam.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So, me being still young, of course I have... some people maybe have, but I feel like a lot of people have not worked with those brands in those ways where you're working on a campaign, a full-blown campaign, designing a full-blown campaign for New Balance and Drip and all of that. It's a proof of concept that like, yo, I can do this work. That's why people could hire me. Because there's things where they see it, where they're like, did you do this? You know what I'm saying? I won't lie, I've been hit up. I won't say the brand, but there's a brand that hit me up And I swear on God, if my boys are watching this, bro, y'all guys know how much I cried that day. I cried because the brand was big. The brand was big, bro. And it didn't work out because they didn't have the budget for me. And I was like, it's fine. If you guys need work earlier on, I'm here, you know. But that brand, I was like, there's no way this brand has just hit me up. And I asked the lady, the manager. I was like, yo, if you don't mind me asking, how did you even find me?
I was about to ask
because she emailed.
emailed.
And I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm
like, I cried. I'm like, how did you find me? She was like, yo, bro, I found your Instagram, bro. And I went through your stuff and I was, post!
Post!
You
know, I tell people, I say, Instagram is like your portfolio. It
is, bro.
Very digital now. You can't say, you'll send the paper, you're going to go for interview. We live in a very digital world. Everything is technology, Instagram, TikTok, you know. And I can relate, like, to what you're saying, because, like, and I can't say what it is specifically, but there's someone that's approached me for work, and I'm like,
what?
People that have to get in this job and at this particular, in this department, you'd have to apply. You'd have to go LinkedIn. You'd have to
go the normal route.
Deadline is what, and I literally, how to call the operations manager, I think that's what it's called. And I'm like, at the end of the meeting, I was like, oh man. I'm like, because he sent me an email firstly, and I didn't want to respond because I'm like, oh, it's scam, Galoku.
Yeah.
What do you mean? This is
exactly.
I'm like, this can't be. Like, no, don't lie, bruv. And you know, God was just like, no, respond, and I responded, and we had a meeting. I'm like,
bro.
At the end of the meeting, I literally asked him because I'm like, how did you get
my social?
How did you?
Like, how did?
I was like, I have an Instagram. I'm like.
Post, bro.
Guys, post.
Yeah, like, bro, even the email thing, I swear, bro, that whole night. So I was doing an assignment. That email came through at 2. I only read it at 12 at night, right? My boys were all sleeping. I called like 2 of my boys. One of my boys, the Sikho, picked up. And then I was like, dog, these people hit me up. He's like, you lie.
No.
I'm like, boy, check, bro. He's like, boy, and I'm like, it's a scam. You lie.
No.
You lying, bro. And I looked through everything. How?
No.
And it was real, bro. They called me the next day. We planned out the whole thing, and then they're like, boy, right now we don't have budget for you, but we still have your contact details. We have everything. It's fine. I was like,
that's my thing. You're in their database. Like, they know you.
Yeah.
They know you exist, and guys, post.
So maybe you'll see the brand if they ever do hit me up again. When they do. Positivity.
So I don't know, like, damn, you dope.
I appreciate it, my boy. I'm not there yet. I'll be there.
But my
I'm
thing
dope
is,
right now.
you have, you know when someone meets someone, it's like, you can't fail. Like, you know, there's some people you meet, you're like, I got being fun, but your mentality, you already can tell that
it's not the one.
If it doesn't change, like, in the next, like, his mentality in the next, like, 2 years, 3 years, man.
It's not the one, bro.
But you are like, how come
I'm learning. Trust me, bro, and I'm learning, bro. I'm a child of the game, bro, of the creative industry. I'm a child of it. I'm learning, bro. I'm learning, and people teach me. Even my peers teach me. Everybody teaches me. So if I do fail, it's God's will. It is what it is. But if I don't, it's God's will as well. Get fun, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm moving closer. But so I'm assuming with your clients, because I want to know, how do you get your clients?
How do I get my clients?
Yeah,
again, connection, meeting people, being outside. I have a business partner who also is very tapped into the industry, so he also like knows people, and he'll be like, yo, there's this bro that hit me up, or I met this bro, dog, let's talk to this bro, let's give him a portfolio. And then he'll be like, oh, okay, we'll cook. There's a client. I'll be like, yo, bro, these niggas hit me up because my bro hit them up saying, hey Joe, my other bro is a videographer. And then sometimes it's just somebody found me on Instagram. That's it. Somebody found me on Instagram.
Instagram works for you, hey?
That's my portfolio. I have LinkedIn. but LinkedIn is more for the
Oh.
yabo xa ndifuna apply umsebenzi yabo bethe zawe yabo
In a way,
call
in a
LinkedIn
way.
yabo call LinkedIn call portfolio I'm nice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, uzoxelela ngecompany yakho xa sigqiba ngithi.
That's the way.
Oh, do
Don't
you have
worry, I
any-
got you.
sigqibile ngoku?
Skibir.
Company yakho. If-
So Artunio Media, ARTUNIO Media, right?
Okay.
Up and coming, right? The boys are working, the boys are trying their best, right? We're all about collaboration. Hit us up, anything, bro. We'll shoot anything and everything. We're media marketing, soon to be production, hopefully. Fingers crossed that if the coins come through nice, you know, we're gonna do it right. Operations, right? If the coins come through nice, but we're media marketing, we do clothing brands, we do brand CIs, we do video campaigns, the whole lot. Photography as well is in the mix. So if you guys can check that out, please do. But if you don't, someday you will.
You go ahead.
It's
check it out.
inevitable. We just got started, so yeah. But otherwise, yeah, man, that's me, Litha, and
Alright. Can you get it game?
okay.
Okay. So basically it's a sentence game. So it's basically the end of the word of the day for the end of the episode. So I'm gonna start a sentence and say the industry is. You give a word, I give a word, you give a word, I give a word. So we're building a sentence.
Oh.
It makes sense.
Okay, you want me to finish your sentence?
Yes.
Yes, but you're gonna say a word, then I'm gonna say
Yeah,
a
but
word.
it starts with the industry is, and then a word, I give a word. We bounce until
the industry
time,
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So until the time is up, or we feel like, hey man, we've reached the end.
Okay.
Okay. You good?
I think so. I
Don't
hope
be
so.
neighbors. Don't be neighbors.
I hope so.
Don't be neighbors. Okay, cool. 3, 2, 1. The industry is
Music,
and
teachers,
because
it
can
be,
everything
but
don't
don't play
with
my
work
because
I
love
to
make
a lot
of
creative.
stuff.
Do you want to end it there?
No, keep going. One more.
Hey.
Design
Makes
us
be
more
powerful.
and
Do
more
work
for
the
masses. That was a good sentence. Shout out, man. The first ones were a bit heavy.
I'm like, I've never stuck at role playing this game, okay? Okay. So the word of the day is the industry is music and features because it can be everything. But don't play with my work because I love to make a lot of creative stuff. Design makes us be more powerful and do more work for the masses. Shout out. Thank you.
Come alive.
Thank you, Litha.
Ngandweni, Litha ngandweni.
Thank you so much for joining me.
No
It was
problem,
so
no.
beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of. Okay?
We are live.
Tobeta.